From the boxing ring to your podcast station, here are the three guys that talk nothing but boxing. Ricky, Enrique, and Juan.
Welcome back, Boxing Talk, for another episode of Boxing Talk. With me, as always, Enrique,
What's up, guys?
Juan,
What's up? What's up?
Cole, the producer in the background. Shout out to Cole. Thanks for being here. Guys, another week of boxing. This fight is hands down one of my favorite fights thus far in 2022. And I'm talking about Lee Wood versus Michael Conlan. But before we move forward with that fight, follow us on Instagram, Boxing Talk Podcast, and follow us on Twitter, Boxing Talk Pod, and on YouTube, Boxing Talk. Is it Boxing? Okay.
Yeah.
Boxing Talk. Our Cole, the producer, is uploading videos as soon as they get launched for the podcast. So if you want to see our mugs, go check out YouTube. So let's get into it, compa. What do you think about Lee Wood versus Michael Conlan?
Jeez, man. You guys know I went for Conlan, and Conlan was winning that fight, guys. He was winning that fight, but hey, you got to give it to Wood for never giving up. He showed why he's the champion. He got dropped in the first.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I thought Conlan was going to win, but I didn't think Conlan was going to show that power that early. Knocked him down in the first, and it was a bad knockout, too. It was pretty... It knocked him almost out of the ring.
He literally went flat on his back in the first knockout.
He went through the ropes and almost fell out the ring. Got back up, and then throughout the whole fight was taking some bombs, man. And I think throughout the second half of the fight is when Wood started kind of picking it up, but even then he was still dominating. Even Eddie Hearn was saying, yeah, the guy needs a knockout. And then Wood dropped him in the 11th round once, and then the 12th round came, and that's where the Cinderella story happened. And Juan, let them know what happened in the 12th and what ultimately gave you and Ricky the win.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm on top, because I already know who's in the win, and Ricky already knew who was in the win. That's why he picked. That's why he picked.
Right. Do you know your butthole was all puckered up when you knew Wood was losing?
No, yeah. Honestly,
Jeez.
guys, I was out that day, but I was still watching the fight. It was crazy. I think for the first half of the time I was out, I was pretty bored, and then came that fight and the knockout. I was jumping with everyone around me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "No way!" People were just staring at me though. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." So in the 12th round, Conlan gets knocked out.
He gets knocked out of the
looked
ring.
like it looked like a super quick, just flash KO, because you couldn't even see where it came from. It was just like really quick, already knocked out halfway down, his way down to the ground, and then
after seeing the replay, Juan, it looked like it was a straight right, and then if you notice, after that straight right, Conlan went kind of limp. He went limp,
and that's why.
So he was like kind of out, and then that's when Lee Wood kept hitting him, and then he went out the ring. So it's like it looked like it was a straight right, and he just like went limp, and then just knocked him out of the ring. That was crazy. That's literally like out of a boxing movie, dude. You can't write this stuff out. Like Wood was down. If Conlan would have survived that 12th round, he wins that fight, guys. He wins that fight. It's crazy, man. It was a crazy fight. It was a crazy fight. It was exciting. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's okay. It was a little delayed, so sorry to our listeners. So yeah, guys, prior to that knockout out of the ring, the judges had it 7-4, 65 and 65 for Conlan. And just also a quick story: when I was watching this fight, I was getting my haircut, and even the barber was into it. I was like, "Oh crap!" Luckily, he didn't freaking miss an area on my hair, but we watched it and we were like, "Holy crap! He just got out of the ring."
Yeah, dude,
It was
a
so
crazy
exciting.
fight.
Imagine the barber jumping up on you and just shaving you all the way up to your ass. Shoot.
I'm not that hairy.
Wait, hold on. How can you shave up your ass when he's on his head?
I don't know
I don't know,
what
Ricky. Ricky,
I don't know what kind of haircuts
Quan,
Juan
I
gets.
said
Quan needs to take Anatomy
no. I
101.
no. I said. Imagine the barber was shaving you, and then he just shaves you down your ass.
Now you said down.
But
First you
why
said
would
up.
why would I have my shirt off?
I don't know what you're into, my guy.
Oh my god.
You're the one that brought it up. What kind of haircuts do you get? Hey, Juancho, so what do you see next for Colin?
Man, there's a lot of good champions out there.
You mean for Wood, no Copa?
Well, Conlon,
Yeah.
Conlon.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry.
Well, Conlon.
What I mean, Colin, but
I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing for him. I see him going 3 months into back to the gym, trying to pass all this all his tests from the hospital
Yeah.
and see from this KO because he has to be out for quite some time after a KO.
Yeah.
But for Wood, there's a lot of champions and a lot of challenges that he can take on. He's got the winner from Kiko versus Warrington 2, Mark Masayo. You also got Leo Santa Cruz, Emmanuel Navarrete. So he can go anywhere, really, but I think he loses to all of these guys, man. Even Kiko, I see him losing to Kiko.
With
You
to
think so,
Kiko?
Kiko? Against Kiko?
I don't know about Kiko,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
Oh, man.
technically this fight,
I don't
after
know.
this fight, the winner's supposed to face Leo Santa Cruz. It's the mandatory to Leo Santa Cruz. So I would like to see Lee Wood take on Santa Cruz. If he can't take on Santa Cruz, take on another champion. Because don't get it mistaken, guys. Yeah, Lee Wood has a quote unquote regular title, but he's not the real champ at 126 for the WBA. The real WBA champion is Leo Santa Cruz. Lee Wood is a contender. So yeah, he could take the winner of Kiko Warrington, the rematch, Mark Magsayo, Leo Santa Cruz, Emmanuel Navarrete. If he's not ready, if he doesn't feel he's ready for the champs, you got other contenders. Like you got Isaac Dogbe, Mauricio Lara. We've seen Mauricio Lara just recently. That would be a good fight. Or Ray Vargas, or even Gary Russell Jr. Those are all
Just
good
came out of a
fights from.
loss.
But yeah, exactly. But it all seems like they want to set him up to me, guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like Eddie Hearn wants to set him up with the winner of Warrington Kiko because Warrington Kiko are DAZN fighters. Lee Wood is a DAZN fighter, so it would only make sense to make that fight in house because you already know networks protect themselves. They want to fight in house fighters, so for that part it makes sense. And I mean, why not? It gives them a title shot. I mean, we can see him in there with Santa Cruz, but Santa Cruz is with the PBC. Mark Magsayo with PBC, so and Emmanuel Navarrete is with Top Rank. So it seems like they'll throw him in there with Kiko Warrington, the winner of that one, and then Magsayo might face Santa Cruz because I mean Magsayo and Santa Cruz are both PBC. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Either way,
That'll be like the easiest thing.
Yeah, any one of those guys that he faces, it's gonna be a good fight. The 126 division is stacked now. There's a lot of good fighters in that division right now. So we'll see. This is fighter of the year This is fight of the year candidate already. This fight, it was very back and forth. Conlon was pretty much dominating, but what made it a good fight is that Wood never gave up. He never gave up. He was down in the cards, and he literally pulled it out of nowhere and just knocked him out in the last and final round. He needed a knockout to win, and that's what he got.
And some of the boxing stars also chimed in on this fight. For example, Ryan Garcia stated on Twitter, and I quote, "That was one of the greatest fights I've ever seen. If you didn't see it, don't watch it. Anything. It was amazing. Hope Colin is okay." And then he hashtag Wood Colin, and also Cambosos, chimed in. And I quote, "Nothing like a good old fashioned boxing war. Love it. That's what we love about boxing, not snooze fests. Respect to both
Compa,
Wood and Colin." Yeah.
yeah. Did you just
Go ahead.
admit that Ryan Garcia is a superstar?
Well, I brought up social media. Well, he is a popular one. It's not that I like the guy, but they both chimed in into the
Well,
fight.
Yeah.
Well, being popular and being a superstar is a whole different thing, man.
Compa
Yeah,
Loki likes
maybe popular.
Garcia.
No, I don't. I don't. I don't. Whenever you guys,
Oh man.
whenever we want to go to a fight for Garcia, I'm gonna sit that one out.
Oh
But
man.
He's gonna be the first one. Garcia, Garcia, give me a picture, please.
and that sounded really like Juan right there.
Yeah, that
Um,
was definitely
no, but yeah, guys. So we only had one fight this weekend. A freaking
yeah,
a
it
great
was
fight. But before we move forward with our show, guys, I want to shout out Edito. Edito, thank you so much for reaching out to us. We had sent him a care package, and he was really happy.
yeah.
We were messaging on my private, and
Mm.
he was really really happy. So shout out Edito. Hope you enjoy it, and can't wait for you to send those your pictures modeling the shirt, man, like you stated. So yeah, so Juancho, what's going on with Kovalev?
Sergio Kovalev is now set to fight Deref Pulev, brother of Kurbanov Pulev, Kurbat,
Kubrat.
Kubrat,
Juan, you
Kubrat
didn't practice
Pulev, man.
your
These
names this
names.
week. Come on, you gotta get in front of the mirror. Come on, man.
My guy, these names are like freaking foreign. I can't say that shit.
They
I'm a
are
fucking
foreign.
Mexican that barely knows
Yeah,
even how
are
to say my
foreign.
name. That's why I said these
Oh,
names are
God.
foreign. I'm a Mexican that can barely even say my own
Oh,
name, and I'm the
God.
most Mexican guy out there.
Okay, what's your name?
Uh,
Juan is the easiest name.
Juan,
Yeah.
and I can barely say it. I'm like Juan.
Yeah.
Who will be on facing? You gotta help me with this one
All
too.
right.
Andrea Fedoso. Go
So,
ahead,
all
Kike.
right. So, originally, guys, Kovalev was supposed to face, if you guys remember, Fan Long Meng. Turns out that was never the case. Fan Long Meng dropped out of that fight because, again, Triller fucking it up. He was like, Triller was taking too long. So, Fan Long Meng agreed to fight Gene Steroids Pascal. He agreed to fight Jean Pascal, the guy that got popped for taking steroids. So now they're going to be fighting supposedly May 20th, although it hasn't been confirmed. I don't know what network they're going to fight on. So Jean Pascal's making his return. I think he's been out 2.5 years, guys. Jean Pascal, and then he's facing Fan Long Meng. So now Sergey Kovalev is going to face Tervel Pulev, which is the younger brother of Kubrat Pulev. And in that same card, Kubrat Pulev will finally be returning to boxing and facing Andrei Fedosov, because we all know Kubrat Pulev has been doing that freaking triangle boxing bullshit.
Mm.
So that card's all going to be on May 14th. That's the one that's going to be on Triller. That's going to happen here in LA, guys. So just giving you guys an update on that. Kovalev's no longer fighting Meng. He's going to be fighting Pulev's brother, and Pulev's going to be on the undercard fighting some other guy. So that should be a good card. That's two good little fights. I mean, it's a good card of older men right there. So uh, maybe we could go watch it, guys. A Triller event. See how the concert goes.
It's Snoop Dogg concert.
Yeah,
It's gonna be in LA.
Hey, you never know. We might see Snoop Dogg, especially because he's got LA
Uncle
roots.
Snoop. Yeah.
Well, especially because he owns the company.
Yeah, that too. So hey, we might have to
He owns
go,
Triller?
guys.
Yeah.
He
Oh, I
doesn't.
didn't know that.
He doesn't own it. He has he has a
he's-
share in it.
He's a share.
Yeah.
He has a share.
He has a
Okay.
share.
Oh well, no wonder he performs there all the time.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. Guys, okay, so you guys, we were so excited. I think Kiki had brought it up first that the potential fight versus Jamar Charlo and Jaime Munguia was going to happen. It fell through, guys.
Jeez.
So it was going to be Jamar Charlo, Jaime Munguia, and a July middleweight title fight. That is no longer going to happen. The fighters didn't agree to the terms, I'm guessing, or that's what they informed us of.
Yeah.
So what do you guys feel about that? What do you feel? Did you want to see that fight?
Of course, I wanted to see that fight. Of course, man. I mean, who doesn't want to see that fight? Munguia, Charlo. It's a good test for both of them. Because even though Charlo's a champion, who has Charlo fought, guys? And then Munguia, it's like we want to see if he's the real deal. He hasn't really been tested either. Rumors were out there that it was going to be June 18th, but then this guy was saying July. Ultimately, what it seemed like, guys, is that they couldn't come to terms on the network, which here's my stance on it. And you guys feel free to tell me what you guys think. In this instance, I do feel Charlo has a point. As the champion, he should have the right to host whatever network he wants, which is
Side
Showtime.
A, no?
Yes, he's the A side. So, yeah, play it on Showtime pay per view. Now, Showtime, here's the thing I liked about Showtime. Showtime said there's going to be a rematch clause. If Mungia wins, we'll have a rematch. And in that case, because you defeated my guy, DAZN has all the rights for the rematch. That makes sense to me, right? It's like if the champ, why would you give, in Mungia's instance, he hasn't been a champion at middleweight. Why would he have the right to the networks? But what Golden Boy and DAZN are fighting, and Golden Boy being loyal to DAZN, is saying, no, we want DAZN involved in this fight. So that's why they couldn't come to an agreement, because they want both networks to host this fight. Of course, Showtime doesn't want DAZN involved because they'd lose out on money that way. They would lose out on money. They're not gonna, they're not gonna want to share a network, and that's where the promoters and the networks guys, they get in the way of too many of these big fights happening. It's all the promoters, it's all the networks, it's all this. Look, it's all money. So
Pura feria.
yeah, because money's involved,
I-
they prevent these big fights from happening, man. As quick as this rumor was coming up that it was going to happen, that's as quick as it died down, and it
For
sucks.
real.
Oscar De La Hoya came out with a video saying he's still going to try to make it
That's
happen, but we'll see, guys. I don't know. I mean, Golden Boy's going to
that's
be
what I was
adamant.
about to say.
Yeah, Golden Boy's still going to be
Uh,
adamant
uh,
about having the zone involved, and like I said, uh, it is what it is with Golden Boy. I see that they're trying to be loyal to their network partner, which is the zone. But I think in this instance, Jamal Charlo and his team are correct, and that they should show it on pay per view. He's the A side, and if Mungia, if
Hmm.
you
yeah,
if you win, then you can go have the rematch and show it on the zone. So I don't know. It just sucks that the fight's not happening. As of right now, it's not
Yeah,
happening.
I was
Period.
bummed. I was bummed out about that, man. I was like, man, it broke off. Are you kidding me? I wanted to see
Yeah,
Mungia against Charlo, man. That
yeah,
would have been so cool. Maybe in the future.
yeah,
Who knows? Who knows? It could still happen.
yeah.
And can you guys hear dogs barking in the background?
Dogs.
No. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's your
Cool.
pit
It's
bull,
yeah. That's why I have a pit
your
bull.
guard
No, it's
dog.
because I'm to all the listeners. My little office is in the back, so I left the door open, so I'm hearing dogs fighting. So I don't want you guys to hear it. But
Oh,
Damn, what you
hey,
got going
guys,
back there,
it's a
Rick?
bit. Yeah, it's a dog. I don't know, man. I left the door open. Guys, it's official. It's freaking official. Tim Su will be making his U.S. debut against Taro Gausha for a WBO, sorry, super welterweight title eliminator. So the winner of this bout becomes Brian Castaño's mandatory. What do you guys think about this?
finally, I mean, we thought because we thought because the Castaño Charlo fight got canceled or postponed, we thought Tim Su was not going to be making his U.S. debut anymore. But he is, after all, guys. March 26th is the date. So I mean, it's a WBO eliminator, which is Castaño's mandatory, like Compa said. But essentially, it becomes the mandatory to the winner of Charlo Castaño, because whoever comes out the winner is going to have that WBO belt. So it's going to be either Castaño or Charlo that is supposed to face Tim Su next. And finally, guys, we'll get to see him here in the States on Showtime. I know we've been talking
Yeah,
about him, but his fights have always been in Australia, and we've had to catch his fights on YouTube.
that's right.
Um, but
Yeah.
finally, we'll get to watch it here on Showtime. So we'll get to see what all the hype is about. And he's facing a guy that has experience in Terrell Gasha, so it's not going to be an easy fight for him. We'll see what he's all about, though.
Are
We'll
you
see what
excited,
he's all
Pancho?
about.
Yeah, yeah, like Ike was saying, because Brian Castaño's fight got rescheduled, so it's like right when this one's done, they're just gonna wait on the next fight. So it's exciting to see.
Yeah.
Mhm. Hey, Copa, what's going on with Jack Colque? What happened in that bout? That super welterweight.
So Jack Kolke, if you guys know, he's been around for a while. He's in his mid 30s. He's a super welterweight. He fought this last Friday. I just wanted to bring him up because I wanted to see if you guys consider him a top a super welterweight now, because he just beat some guy named Khalil El Haraz via unanimous decision. He improves his record to 30 victories, 4 defeats, with 13 knockouts. The judges scored the bout 8-2, 8-2, and 7-3. So he won pretty comfortably after being out for 19 months, guys. So essentially about
Wow.
a year and a half. Do you think this puts Jack Colque in the back in the 154 mix? He's been out of the ring for a while, but he showed he showed he showed that in his comeback he did pretty good. So he kind of pulled a Keith Thurman there, where he's kind of the older guy. People saying he's kind of washed up, but no, he came back and won. So I
Came
don't
back.
know this. I personally think this puts him back in the mix, and he's definitely gonna be a tough fight for any of the guys at 154. I mean, he can take on
If
Liam Smith versus Jesse Vargas winner if he wants next, or if he
mhm.
wants to make a title run. We'll see.
I mean, if the guy was on a 19 month layoff and came back and was victorious in his bout, yeah, I think he's a pretty good
Well,
opponent for these boxers, man, for the
yeah,
rest of the boxing
yeah.
world.
So we'll
What
see
do you
what
think,
happens
Juancho?
next.
Like Ike was saying, honestly, when I did see him, I was like, man, I haven't heard of this guy in a while. I honestly thought he had just retired,
Yeah,
dude. But honestly, it's great to see him back. I still don't think it. In my opinion, I don't think he's up there again. I think he takes one more fight, shows like, oh, it wasn't just a lucky fight.
yeah.
Um, so I think he has to take one more fight just to prove to me myself, like, oh, you know what, I'm back, I'm here, I'm ready to compete with the top guys again.
I would like to see him in with Magomed Kurbanov, and that would be pretty easy to make
Oh.
because Kolke is from Germany, I believe, and
Hmm.
Kurbanov is from Russia. Essentially, they're right next to each other, so that would be a good fight to host out there in Europe. Obviously, not in Russia because we know Russia has
Yeah,
been like xed out from the
there's some
world pretty
issues.
much. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It's good to see Kolke back. He's fought some top names in his career, so yeah, he's back, guys. So for those of you that were Jack Kolke fans, or if you've never even heard of him, here he is. He's definitely a top 154 guy, and he can take any of these guys. I think he wants to make a serious run at the title. So we'll see.
Cool, cool, guys. One of the fights that I want to see and I'm excited for, and I hope it goes through and nothing else happens or cancels this fight. George Kambosos versus David Haney is in the works to be made for June 4th.
Yeah.
Now that Vasily Lomachenko is occupied with the war. Um, what do you guys think this is gonna happen?
Hey man, the devil works hard, but Eddie Hearn works harder. I think I think Eddie Hearn is gonna make it work, man. He that guy really does try to make it the best fights out there. He's the best promoter right now for a reason. He doesn't care to put his fighters at risk. He puts his fight. He gives the fighters what they ask for. If his fighters want the smoke, he'll do his best to get them
He'll
that
give
fight.
him smoke.
So he definitely wants that fight for Devin Haney, June 4th at the Marvel Stadium out in Australia. Devin Haney's already said, "Don't worry about the money." He said, "Shit, I'll sell two of my jewelry chains if I have to get out there and stuff to make this fight happen." He just wants to be ready to go and go out there and start training. So I
You see, I,
mean,
I
this
think
this
that's why
would
I like.
yeah, go for it,
Sorry, go
Coco.
go ahead.
No, I was saying this would be for the undisputed lightweight title, the real undisputed. So if that fight were to happen, whoever comes out the winner is the king at 135.
You know what? And I think that's why I'm a big fan of David Haney, man. He's not scared. He's
Yeah,
not scared to face these boxers. I love his work ethic.
yeah,
He's willing to fight. Unlike Ryan Garcia.
yeah.
I think that's why I'm a big fan of
This
David Haney.
this reminds me like of us, I think like Kike is like Devin Haney, I'm like the Tank, and you're like, and Ricky's like the Ryan Garcia, not willing to fight.
Dick, how about you saying you're Ryan Garcia?
No, no, never Ryan Garcia, man. I don't like Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
I don't like Ortiz Garcia. I'm a big Tank Davis fight. And touching on Tank Davis,
Yeah.
I have a Tank versus Rolly Romero update, guys. So the Gervonta Davis and Rolly Romero have agreed to a deal for a lightweight pay-per-view fight on May 28th in New York at the Barclays Center. I'm excited for this, guys.
Yeah.
You guys know that I like Tank a lot, and I like Rolly. He's
Yeah.
he's a clown, and I want
Yeah.
to see if he's gonna bring the heat. What do you think
Yeah.
about this one, Kike?
It's just
I I think
go for it, Juan.
I just think with the pay per view announcement, I thought I was a little bit surprised. I know it's just more selling pay per view because of Tank Davis, the name itself, but it's mostly like Rolly Romero. It's
Yeah.
like really, come on, he's not a pay per view guy yet.
Hey,
In my
you never
opinion,
know,
I don't think
man.
he.
Where
But I mean,
weirder things have happened
but
in boxing. Bigger upsets have happened. You never know if Rolly might pull off an upset. You
but
never
so
know.
He's
wasn't
claiming that
Barrios.
a natural
Oh yeah, Barrios
uh,
was not pay per
Barrios is
view
a
Was
worthy.
champ.
not a pay per view guy, but it's Tank and his team. Who's his team? Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
You
we'll
know
see, guys.
that's why he's
This
doing
is
I
pay per
this
agree.
is
view.
more so
Rolly,
just an update. I know we discussed it last week, but we didn't have at that time. We didn't have a for sure date yet. We were speculating May 28th because some people were throwing around June 4th, some people May 28th, but now it was finally officially announced for May 28th, and it's going to take place at the Barclays Center in New York. So Juan's going to have to go out there to cover the fight for us. So
Thanks,
yeah,
Juan.
yeah. I was already on the phone call with our agent out there, and we already got everything
there
planned.
you go.
Hey guys, so I have some top super featherweight contender news from Selfa Barret is set to fight a Belgian fighter Farouk Korbanov on
Oh,
April 16th as an undercard for the Conor Ben versus Chris Van Heerden at the Chris Van Heerden event. Yeah.
yes.
So what do you think about that, Juancho?
Honestly, and I have to be honest, I haven't really heard of the Belgian fighter. I had to search him up and do a little bit of research of him, but seeing Barrett fight and taking this person on, I think he's gonna show a little bit more of his showcase. I don't think he has much trouble in my opinion. He shouldn't,
Yeah.
but it's a good fight for for Conor Ben versus Chris in the undercard. So
Yeah, we'll see, man. I think Zofa Barrett is just right now he's a contender. He's trying to look to go for Valdez's, Stevenson's, or um, those 130 titleist Straps, Gutierrez, all those guys. But the Brown Flash, man, the Brown Flash is back against Farouk Kurbanov, and then Connor Ben, guys. To me, I know a lot of people are giving him hype, but he's just not a top fighter just yet. I think if he wins this fight, though, he'll finally make my list of top fighters for me, guys. So
Listen,
maybe
he's
I'm a little
a
tough on Connor Ben, but I think if he once he wins this fight, because he's gonna beat Chris Van Heerden. It was rumored that he was supposed to be fighting Adrian Broner on this day, but we all know what Adrian Broner's going through. You want to give him a little
oh
bit what's been
yeah.
going on with him, compa?
Well, I know that Enrique posted on our Instagram, Boxing Talk Podcast, that he pretty much stated, "Hey, pray for me, guys, pray for me," and he was in
Yeah,
a wheelchair, but he looked like he was passed out in a wheelchair.
yeah.
So I don't know
I
exactly
think
what's
he's
going on with him.
honestly, I think he's in rehab, bro. He probably was
You
on
think so?
some drugs and they took him
Well,
into
because at the
rehab.
Super Bowl, he posted, his dumbass posted that he was doing coke lines. Ah, yeah,
No
yeah, yeah.
way.
So I don't know, man. I'm in love with the
I think he's in
coco,
rehab.
coco.
I,
Jeez, man,
I'm surprised you
freaking.
know that song.
Who hasn't heard that OT Genesis, man?
I'm in love with the
But
cool. Yeah, I love the song.
yeah, we'll see, man. It's gonna be a good card. Connor Ben's gonna be the head show of that. Uh, like I said, if he wins in spectacular fashion, I think he'll finally make my top 100 fighters list. So we'll see.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, I know we've been talking about like taking boxing talk podcast to another state. Do you guys want to go to Texas?
Shh, Texas, I'd be down.
You be down?
Yeah.
Well, because there is some news in Texas. Copa, you want to let us know about Texas?
So Eddie Hearn, well, it's not for sure yet, compa. So let's not get the people too excited.
Yeah.
But supposedly, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, want to host these fights in Texas because both brothers are from Texas, and they're none other than Joshua Franco and Bam Rodriguez. So they want to pair Joshua Franco to face Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada, and then they want to face Bam Rodriguez against Srisakas or Rungvisai. Those that would be just those two
Hmm.
fights alone is fire right there. So if they
Yeah.
were to hold make those fights happen and then make it happen in Texas, I know the fans in Texas would be excited and they'd be supporting their fellow guys out there.
Would you guys be down to go to Texas?
Yes, sir.
I've been wanting to go to Texas. I know
Yeah,
you've been there, Copa. You were there last year.
yeah, I've been there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go to
Enrique
Texas.
was getting his back popped by some dude.
Yeah, it's a famous YouTuber chiropractor that Kike went to go
Well,
see in
there's
Texas.
not mostly females in that field, Juan. So I don't know what you're. Well, I don't know what that was about. Yeah,
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 so
yeah,
hey, that'd be cool if that happens, compa. Like you said, if it happens, that would be a firefight, man. That would be great.
yeah.
So let's see. We'll keep our listeners updated on that and see if it
Meanwhile,
happens.
Juan's is sucking down that straw real good right there.
I didn't want to tell him what
Yeah,
anything.
I'm drinking my my little
yeah, I
protein.
can tell you're
That's
really
not protein, it's all sugar.
No, it's actually natural,
Yeah.
natural,
Okay. Okay.
natural orange juice.
That's so funny. So you guys, do you guys remember the tragedy that happened a couple years ago? What's his
It's
the
been
Puerto
like
Rican
10. It's
compa?
been like 10 plus years, man. No,
Yeah,
about 10 years.
yeah, ¿cómo se llama el puertorriqueño? I forgot his name. El,
¿Cómo se llama?
no, it's not Macho Camacho.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Macho Camacho. Okay, listeners, if you guys ever followed boxing back in the '90s, you know who Hector Macho Camacho is.
Yeah.
He's a popular Puerto Riqueño that fought in the '90s. He used to create his own costumes, his own
Yeah.
unique ring walk costumes. There is a documentary from Hector Macho Camacho. I think is it on Netflix? Scope? I don't remember.
No, it's on Showtime.
It's a show.
They,
It's a Showtime. Okay, Showtime.
yeah,
So obviously, we know that Hector Macho Camacho was not in the best footsteps. Obviously, there was some dark side of him that that plagued his life. I'm talking about drugs. Hanging out with the wrong crowd. I think he also got alleged of some felonious crimes or whatever. But if you guys follow that story, he was murdered. So for over 10 years, it was an unsolved mystery. But now, in a courtroom in San Juan, Puerto Rico, five men were charged with the shocking murder of the three-division titleist and his childhood friend Adrian Mojica Moreno, bringing some semblance of closure to a tragedy whose perpetrators remained a mystery for nearly 10 years. So this was unsolved, and finally now they found the killers. And I gotta give it up to his mom, Hector Camacho's mom.
yeah,
She never gave up, never
yeah.
gave up on who killed her son,
Mm.
and she came out victorious. Now
Yeah.
they found the killers, and Hector Camacho can rest in
It's
peace.
just crazy that there's
Um,
5 of them involved, man. Five
yeah,
guys. It's crazy.
yeah. So that was shocking. I'm telling you guys, it's on Showtime. Just search Hector Camacho. It's a very interesting uh, documentary that follows his life. And that guy was popular. That was
Yeah,
he was a very popular boxer that fought very very known boxers back in the '80s and the '90s, I guess.
yeah. He fought
So
De La
check it out.
Hoya. He fought. Did he fight Trinidad también? He fought. I know for sure he fought De La Hoya though.
He was always flashy. So if you
Yeah,
can think of like, oh man, he was just a flashy guy.
yeah.
So hey, finally there's some closure to Hector Camacho's death. So what did you think when you saw that, Copa? Because I know you and I watched the doc.
Yeah,
Did you
like I
did you
said,
watch it, Juan?
No, no, I didn't.
they gotta
Oh,
update
okay.
that documentary because the way that documentary ended. Yeah, they didn't have the killers uh discovered yet. I mean, yeah, he was just chilling in his car with his friends. I think they were just pulled over, and then somebody came up to him, shot him to death, and yeah, he
Mhm.
passed away. Like you said, like Compa said, yeah, he wasn't in the best path. Hanging out with the wrong crowd, involved in drugs, and I mean, so who knows if this was related to that. But yeah, so the
Yeah.
five guys that murder him, they finally found out who they are. So at least like Ricky was saying, his mom gets some justice in that sense.
Hmm. So, hey, that was a Puerto Rican superstar. But so we have fights this Saturday coming up, guys. We have two fights occurring at the Duty Free Tennis Stadium in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So you can watch this on a an app called Fubo TV. I've never heard of
Yeah,
that.
they just announced it today, literally, that Fubo TV or yeah, Probellum, the promoter, paired up with Fubo TV. It's like an app. I think it's like $80, but you get multiple channels. But they do, guys, if you want to watch this fight, they do offer a 7 day free trial. So take advantage of that 7 day free trial if you want to watch these two fights that we're gonna discuss. Fubo TV. To be honest with you, though, I downloaded the app today. I haven't seen that the fight's posted on there yet or scheduled, but it should be. I was reading an article saying that, and a lot of different websites are saying that the fight is going to be on Fubo TV. We don't know a time yet because, like I said, it's not posted on the Fubo app yet. But Fubo is FUB as in boy O, Fubo TV. Um, so that way we can watch it here in the states. Because Probellum had partnered with Discovery Plus, the app, which is an American app, but they were only going to show it over there in like Asia and Europe and all that. But to be able to show it here in North America, it's Fubo TV. So
Okay, it's pretty much like that brand Fubu, but it was spelled
yeah,
with an O instead.
yeah,
Fubu.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
remember Fubu?
Yeah,
Juan doesn't remember that. Uh, I was gonna mention something, but I just blanked out. Oh yeah, Fubu. I think a friend mentioned that app to me, and I think you could also watch like baseball and stuff,
yeah. You could watch
if
a
I
lot of
remember
different.
correctly.
Yeah, it's a lot of different channels. You could watch Cartoon Network, ESPN, lot of different
Mm,
channels. It's
that's
essentially
cool.
like
Okay,
kind of like Spectrum or something. It's like that. You can
okay.
watch a lot of
So
different channels.
we got the first fight, which is Reaches Progress versus Tyrone McKenna. Super light. Is this a super lightweight fight at 140 pounds? So while Reaches Ragaru Progress, he is ranked number three by the WBC, number five by the IBF, number six by the WBA, and number eight by the WBO. He is 26 1 with 22 knockouts. He's a southpaw. He's 5'8". He's 33 years old. He's my age. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana, but he lives in Houston, Texas. Um, he last fought Ivan Redkoch. Redkoch. He won by a 6 round TKO in April of 2021, which puts him on an 11-month layoff. His notable opponents are Julius Indongo, he won, and Terry Flanagan, he won as well. Curl Relic, he won as well, and Josh Taylor, which he lost that fight against Josh Taylor. His opponent Tyrone the Mighty Celt McKenna, he is ranked number 11 by the WBO and number 12 by the WBA. He is 22 with two losses. No, two. That's two draws. No, Enrique.
No, 22 wins, two losses, one draw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he has six knockouts. He's southpaw. He's 6'1". He's 32 years old. He's from the United Kingdom. He last fought Jose Felix. He won by unanimous decision in 2021. He has a 7-month layoff. His notable opponents, which is now reaches progress. So, what do you guys think about this one? Who are you guys going for?
This is easy, man. I think all the fights, unfortunately, this week, although we get a lot of fights, they're not very competitive on paper, at least. We'll see how it turns out once they actually do fight. Because, like Compa says, a fight is a fight. You never know what can happen, um, and there's gonna be no competition in these fights. I don't think. Um, but I'm going Regis Program on this one.
You, Juancho?
And I don't know. I feel like I want to go with the underdog in this one, but
Are you pulling an Enrique?
you know, it's just I'm the guy at picking fights.
Hmm?
Just kidding. I'm gonna go with Regis Prograis as well. I'm not gonna go with the underdog here. I think this is an easy pick as well, in the Southpaw, both Southpaw actually. But Regis Prograis gonna take this one.
Yeah, I'm progress as well. Regis,
Yes, sir. Rougarou. Let's
Regis.
go.
That's yeah. Juancho, can you break down the Sonny Edwards versus Muhammad Wazim?
Yeah, so for the next fight, like Ricky just mentioned, we got Sonny Edwards versus Mohammed Wasim, an IBF flyweight, 112 pounds title fight. You got Sonny Showtime Edwards, IBF flyweight champion with 17-0, 4 KOs, orthodox fighter, 5'3" at the age of 26, from the UK. His last fight was against Jason Mama W, which took a W in it, and was back in 2021, which is a 3 month layoff. And his notable fighter was, Muriti Mathalane, which was a W back in April of 2021. And then you got Mohamed Falcon Wasim, number one WBA, number three IBF, and number 14 WBO ranked, 12-1, with an 8 KOs, orthodox, 5'6" at the age of 34.
Oh,
Uh, Go ahead, Copa.
I think, man, I think I'm gonna go with Sonny Edwards for this one.
Sonny Edwards.
Sonny Edwards.
Um, I think we lost Han, but he should be connecting back in a bit.
Other.
I'm going Sonny Edwards as well. Um, Sonny Edwards is the champ. He doesn't have much knockouts. 17-0, 4 KOs. Uh, but this is a good challenger too. It's the first time I think we've covered a fighter from Pakistan. Um, Unfortunately, you don't hear too many fighters
Yeah.
make it big stage from Pakistan. But hey, Wasim could change that. Wasim can change it
Yeah.
for the Pakistan country, and by upsetting Sonny Edwards. And then, by the way, guys, Mohammed Wasim did like our post today too. That was pretty cool. So we posted a post
That
about
was really
their
cool.
advertising their fight, and he liked our post. So that was cool. Um, but yeah, man, 112 pounders. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there, man. But
Yeah. Did Juan choose?
no, but I think he's gonna go Sonny Edwards too.
Yeah. Yeah. We're sorry, guys. We're having technical difficulties with Juancho. Juancho, you're there.
I'm
Okay.
here. I'm here. I don't know what's going on, man.
But
I'm
who you
telling you,
got,
man.
Juan?
It's a
Sonny
McDonald's
Edwards.
Wi-Fi.
I guess Kika's Wi-Fi transferred over to mine now.
Yeah, it's still.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Juan went
But
underwater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who did you choose, Juancho?
oh, you guys can hear me?
He was trying to talk. He
Yeah.
was trying to talk
Uh,
crap, and his own Wi-Fi let him down.
oh
Who are
gosh,
you going
I
for,
got I got
Juancho?
Sunny on this one.
Okay,
Sunny.
okay. All right, cool. So the next fight, guys, which will be taking place also Saturday, March 19th, will not be televised. And this is David Avenaisian versus Oskari Metz. This is a 147-pound fight, which is a welterweight. It's going to be taking place at the Wembley Arena, Wembley, London, United Kingdom. David Ava, and then, well, that's his nickname, Ava, and
Yeah.
Avenaisian. He is ranked by WBC number two by the WBC, number five by the WBO, and number eight by the IBF. He is 28, three losses, one draw, 16 KOs. He's orthodox. He's 5'8". He's also 33 years old. He is from Russia but lives in the United Kingdom. He last fought Liam Taylor, which he won by a second round TKO on October 2021, which puts him at a 5 month layoff. Notable opponents for David is Shane Mosley, which he won by unanimous decision back in May of 2016. And he also fought Lamont Peterson. Oh, what happened to that guy? Yeah, which he lost by unanimous decision back in February 2017. Uh, and he's fighting Oskari Metz, which he's not ranked. He is 15 wins, zero losses with five KOs. We're not sure of his stance, so that's unknown to us. We don't know his height, but he's age 30. He last fought Emmanuel Cavalucci, which he won by split decision on August 2021, which puts him at a 7 month layoff. He has no notable opponents. So who you guys got on this one? This is pretty easy in my opinion.
Like I said, guys, this is the highlight. This week is the highlight of the A sides, man. Um,
Mhm.
the highlight of the A sides. There's these fights, unfortunately, not too competitive. I don't think. But we get to see our favorite A side fighters. Again, this is another guy we don't really know much about. We don't even know his damn stance, and we don't know how tall he is. Usually, you can find this stuff on the internet, but that's how much he's unknown. And then I think this is our first time covering a Finnish fighter too. When have we ever covered a fighter from Finland? So not many fighters, unfortunately, come out from Finland either that are successful. But once again, Metz can change that depending how he does against Avenaisian. That's the beauty of boxing. It's literally in your hands. It's in your hands to change your destiny. But we'll see. I'm going Avenaisian all the way. This is an easy pick for me.
You, Juancho?
Same here. I'm going with Avenaisian. It's an easy pick. It shows why he's one of the, in my eyes, one of the top, and ranked by three organizations himself. So I think I'm going with Avenaisian as well.
Same thing. Same thing. This was pretty easy.
Yeah,
But like I always say, anything can
a
happen in
fight's a
boxing. So we'll
fight.
see what happens with
A
that one.
fight's a fight.
Exactly. Exactly. Uh, so the next fight is a fight that I'm looking forward to, guys. This fight is Jose Cepeda versus Francisco Perez. This is 140 pounds, which is a super lightweight fight. This is going to take place at the Gimnasio Municipal Jose Neri Santos in la ciudad de Juárez, Chihuahua, Mexico. This is also happening on Saturday, which is not going to be televised, unfortunately. So we have Jose Chon Cepeda. I love his nickname, Jose Chon Cepeda. He is ranked number one by the WBC and number five by the WBO. He has 35 wins, two losses with 27 knockouts. He is a southpaw and he is 5'8". What's going on with all these fighters being 5'8"? He is age 32. He's from Long Beach, California, and lives in La Puente, California. He last fought Josue Vargas, which he won by first round TKO on October 2021, which puts him on a 5 month layoff. His notable opponents is Terry Flanagan, which he lost by second round on July 2015. He also fought Jose Ramirez, which he also lost by he
Majority
also fought
decision.
majority decision
Yeah.
on February 2019, and he fought Jose Pedraza, which he won by unanimous decision back in September 2019. He also fought Ivan Baranchik, which he won by fifth round KO on October 2020. His opponent, his name is Francisco El Verdugo Paco Perez. He's not ranked. He is 18 wins, 12 losses. No, 12. Yeah, 12 losses, one draw, 13 KOs. He's Orthodox. He's also 5'8", and he is 29 from Mexico. He last fought Hector Andres Reyes, which he lost by second round TKO on June 2019. And he puts him at a 33-month layoff, guys.
Yeah.
There is no notable opponents.
This
on
is
card.
Copa. This is definitely a stay busy fight for Jose
Oh,
Cepeda. This is come
absolutely.
on, dude. Facing a dude that's 18-12-1. This is not. I
I'm
will
go.
if for some reason Perez wins, I will give Juan and Ricky $100 each if Perez pulls it off.
Really.
Yes,
Hey, you guys heard it right here.
that's how confident I am that
How
Cepeda will not lose.
how about you give me 200 and you give Ricky
All right,
100?
we'll make your pick
Hey, he's
Perez then. That's what
Hell
I
no,
thought.
fuck
That's what I
that
thought.
shit.
the fuck. I'm like, hey, Juan, don't add more. He just said $100.
You
I
have
take it.
you have to pick Perez, and I'll give you the money if he wins, though.
But what if
Damn, Ricky.
Juancho loses?
What do you mean? No, you don't gotta give me nothing. No, that's how
But does he
confident I
have
am
to
in this
pick?
fight, dude.
But
Oh no,
does
of course
Juancho
he
have
has
to
to.
pick
Yeah,
Perez?
if he wants the two
How about
hundred bucks,
Ricky
yeah.
does too?
Oh, okay.
If I just want the
But
100, I'll
if he
just
wants the
pick
two,
Cepeda. That's fine.
yeah, if he wants the two, yeah, but Perez still has to win, jackass.
Compa, I'm cool with just a beer if you invite me for a beer.
We'll see. No, hey,
No,
no, I'm
I'm not
telling you,
settling for
$100
less.
bucks.
100, you said 100.
$100,
Okay,
but only if
you guys
Perez
heard it here
wins.
first.
That's how confident I
Okay,
am
okay.
that Cepeda will not lose. He said, "This, come on, dude. The guy. This is a stay busy fight. He's getting ready to face Ramirez for the rematch because Josh Taylor's going to vacate his belt, and those two are going to duke it out for the WBC belt. So this is simply for him to stay busy. Unless a tragedy happens, Cepeda will win that
Okay.
fight. I'm going Cepeda all the way.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, you guys heard it here first. That's
yeah.
that. Compa, if Perez wins, he'll give me $100, and he'll buy.
Wait, how about Cole? Cole's back there waiting for something too.
Call the producer.
He just nodded yes.
Oh man,
All right, so I think we're all going Cepeda, right?
yes sir.
All right, Juancho.
Yeah,
Juancho,
yeah, same here.
Juancho, is that you making that noise?
What noise?
Cole, it's nodding yes. There's some weird noise. Are you moving your legs
Probably
or
like
something? Oh, there you go.
because I was banging my microphone.
Oh
Oh, it
yeah,
was. It's
it
been
was.
you. Oh, now you guys,
Jeez.
the listeners, know where that noise came from.
Oh my god.
It sounded like chaka chaka noise, man.
Jeez.
Um. Okay, guys.
Uh,
Guys. This. Oh my god. This next fight, guys.
this is the highlight of the
Virgil
weekend. This is
Ortiz.
the highlight fight of the
Yes,
weekend.
this is the main highlight.
Yeah.
Copa, you want to do the honors?
Yeah. So as a lot of you guys are starting to like this guy, and we love him too. You got Virgil
Yep.
Ortiz Jr. versus Michael McKinson. This is a
I gotta get his
welterweight
merch.
fight, 147 pounds. It's going to take place here in our backyard, guys. USC Galen Center, Los Angeles, California, March 19th. This one, finally one that's televised on the zone, 6 p.m. That's obviously a West Coast time here, California time. So if you're on the East Coast, that's 9 p.m. for you. You got Virgil Ortiz, who's ranked by all the organization, and he's not ranked any lower than 4 or any. Yeah, is that did I say that right? No, he's not ranked any higher than 4, I should say. He's ranked number 1 by the WBC. Being ranked lower is actually good. He's ranked number 1 by the WBC, ranked number 1 by the WBO, number 2 by the WBA, and number 4 by the IBF. He's 18-0, all wins by knockouts, so 18 knockouts. He's orthodox. He's 5'10". He's only 23 years young, from Dallas,
Jeez.
Texas, lives in Grand Prairie, Texas. This guy's last fight was against Egidius Kavaliauskas, which he won by 8th round TKO back in August of 2021. So he's coming off a 7-month layoff. Notable fighters he's faced is Juan Salgado and Maurice Hooker. He's facing Michael the Problem McKinson, who's ranked number 3 by the WBO. He's got 21 victories, no defeats, so another undefeated fighter. Only 2 knockouts, though, so that kind of tells you this guy's a boxer. Undefeated, but only 2 knockouts. Southpaw, 5'9", and he's 27 years old, so young guy in his prime from the United Kingdoms. United Kingdom, his last fight was against Przemysław Ranowski, which he won by unanimous decision, also in August of 2021. So he's also coming up off a 7-month layoff. And honestly, guys, his resume, he doesn't have any notable opponents yet. But hey, could this be an easy fight for Virgil, or is this going to be tougher than it shows on paper, guys? What do you guys think?
I think, like you said, compa, this is a side. This is an A side weekend, man. I'm going Richard Ortiz. I think the problem McKinson's not gonna show him any issues. I think Richard's gonna make his record 19 KOs.
The only thing that worries me is, one, the guy doesn't know how to lose, and two, uh, just by from his record and watching him fight a little bit, I don't think Virgil's really faced a guy that can box. He's faced guys that stand toe to toe with him, and that's Virgil's style that makes him look good. That's why he knocks him out. He's faced guys that stand toe to toe. But the reason I think Virgil picked this fighter, notice how he's a southpaw. Who else is a southpaw that's a champion right now? Terrence Crawford can fight southpaw, but mostly Errol Spence, guys. Errol Spence is a southpaw.
Hmm.
This guy's what? How tall? 5'9". 5'9". Errol Spence is 5'9" as well. So if this guy's a boxer, I think he just wants to compare how he'll do against a boxer, because Errol Spence, and this is in no
He's
way,
a
shape, or
boxer.
form trying to compare Michael McKinson to Errol Spence because Errol Spence is the number one welterweight in my opinion. Uh, but McKinson, I think they're trying to get someone that maybe has a uh, similar fight style to Spence to kind of see how they do against a guy like that before they try to go for that Errol Spence fight. Because as of right now, he's shit. He's like I say, he's number one in the WBC, so that means he's Spence's mandatory there. He's number one in the WBO, so that means who has the WBO strap? Crawford. So he's Crawford's mandatory. So he's both Spence and Crawford's mandatory. And then he's ranked number 4 in the IBF, which Spence has that strap, and number 2 in the WBA, which Ugas has that strap. So yeah, man, Virgil's knocking on the door of these champions, so he's got to start facing dudes that are similar to them or guys that are tough. So I mean, this is gonna be on paper it looks simple, guys. I still got Virgil Ortiz, but it could present problems only because I don't think Virgil Ortiz has ever really been thrown in there with a guy that can box. And look at a great like Canelo. Canelo struggles against guys that are moving boxers. We'll see how Virgil handles that. So hopefully it's not a McKinson is not the problem to Virgil, but I think Virgil will win this. But
I
do you
see what
think
you
by
did there, Goma.
knockout, guys? Yeah. Do you think he'll go 19-0, 19 KOs though?
I think so.
Or will it be
That's how much I.
or will it be 19-0,
That's,
18 KOs still?
no, I think it's 19. 19. That's how much I believe in Virgil Ortiz. I'm gonna prender mi velita
Yeah.
for him to
Ricky
to
was about
KO.
to Ricky was about to pull a Kike and be like, I believe so much that I'll bet $100 on
No, I don't know. What do you think? One, you think he's gonna go KO, Virgil?
I want to see him go the full length, just because we've never really seen him do that. I want to see if he can maybe last or he doesn't gas out. You don't know. I feel like that's the side that we still need to
Yeah.
see from Virgil, because yeah, we see him, knock out people and all, but let's say he does go one against one of the champions. Can he last the 12 rounds with them? Will
Because
he gas out before the
he's
10th?
not
Will
gonna
he gas
knock out the champions, compa. As strong as he is,
Exactly.
when you get to those
Yeah.
levels, these guys got up there for a reason. They can knock dudes out
Yeah.
and they have strong chins. For the most part, almost every champion has a strong chin. Very rarely do you see champions get knocked out. If they get knocked out, it's because they face someone worthy of it, of knocking them out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
That's
Juan's
true.
right. I mean, we'll see. McKinson's not a champion, of course. He is ranked high in the WBO organization, so we'll see. I mean, I just hope. When's the last time Ortiz faced a southpaw? By the way, I don't even remember. But yeah, last fight he was the longest fight he's gone, which was 8 rounds. So yeah, Juan has a point, but we'll see. You don't get paid overtime in boxing either, so the sooner you can end it, that's fine too.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, listeners, there you have it, man. We're excited for these fights. Hopefully, you guys can tune in. Like always, you guys always do hit us up, and engage with us in our social media platforms. We're not gonna go over the leaderboard today because I'm hosting, so we'll skip that segment. Uh, but oh, I just laughing. Just kidding, guys.
Well, for Kike, it's better for him because he's the only one that took an L.
Yeah, I don't care, dude. I still went with Colin. He was whooping that ass on Wood until Wood fucking finally found a lucky ass punch, and then that's when fucking Juan's asshole loosened up and he got all excited. Fucking jackass.
I forgot.
He
Ricky
puckered
the
up
last
real
place.
soon, dude.
So
I
Juan,
thought Ricky caught up to you for a quick second.
no, Juancho is at 16, guesses that he's guessed correctly.
Compa
He has
guesses
3
correct,
lost.
exactly guesses because he
Guesses?
doesn't know.
Guesses?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guess. We
He's
all
been-
guess.
no, Compa, you and I know
I
him.
don't
For him
guess.
is
We know the
guesses.
facts. We know.
He's
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
He's
That's
like,
right.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know the fucking thing, but he's like, meeny, miny, mo. I land on this one. That's the one. Or he always or if you notice, compa, he always picks the first name that is mentioned. He's like, I figured they're the A side, so my chances of them winning are more likely. He always picks the first name.
Yeah.
But
Hell
anyways,
no.
So we got
If
Juancho.
anything, that's why Ricky's at the bottom, because he didn't pick it back off you no more.
Yeah,
So that's why he's
right.
at seven L's.
Not even, not even. So we got Juan at 16 guesses correct, 3 loss, three losses, I guess. Geek at 13-6, and myself 12-7.
Compa, you're
So
one away from me, dude. Damn.
I know, I
Jeez.
know. So, hey, again, it's March, right?
Fucking
It's March.
Conlon, man. If he would have just survived, I would be one away from Juan. Literally one away. Because he would have had
Yeah, that
four
is true.
L's. He would have had four L's, and I would have stayed at five. So I would have
Yeah,
been
that's
one
true.
away. Puta
Yeah,
madre.
and then before we end
Pinche
this,
Conlon.
before we end this episode, a huge shout out to Enrique. He's doing so good at his weight loss journey. Compa, how much weight have you lost?
uh,
69
13
pounds.
pounds so far.
69 pounds. Compa. How much, compa?
13. I was at 228, and now I'm at 215. I'm trying to get to that
Shite,
cruiserweight division so I can knock fucking Juan's ass out. Cause he he
It's
he
too bad,
he
my guy.
he
I'm
won't
actually
dare
going down, my
go
guy.
to heavyweight.
Yeah.
I'm actually going back down to
You're still
super
cruiserweight, but I'll knock you out at cruiserweight.
not in a bit, not in a bit
Yeah, sure,
anymore.
we'll see.
So what's your new weight, Enrique?
215.
215. Shite. I'm at.
Yeah.
I linger between 219,
Yeah.
219, 218 right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just a quick background. Enrique and I started your gym is CrossFit, no, Enrique?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So we joined
Yeah.
CrossFit gyms and like a month ago. So we're both dropping. So we're gonna hopefully continue to drop. And yeah, I think if I lose more weight, compa, I would like to join a boxing gym.
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
Hey, the
We
the
we
funny
gotta
thing is,
train we
Enrique
gotta
doesn't even.
train you for that Juancho fight. That's the fight of the century.
Yeah, more like freaking don't even not even century, man. It's gonna be by the time I'm fucking dead, he's gonna be like, oh, I want to fight you now, Juan. Para qué? I'm already fucking dead.
Si
So,
estás
Juancho, you also
si está
go
más
ahead.
si está más madreado el Juan, compa, so that's why he would pass first.
And then we got Juancho playing soccer every
Yeah.
weekend, no, Juancho?
Yeah, playing soccer and
We're trying to stay fit, the three of us guys.
Yeah.
You know,
Got to.
so it's hard, but
then
we're trying.
going back to the gym. I think this week as well.
Nice, dude. Keep it up, man. But that's the end of the episode, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enrique, Juan, you guys have anything to say?
No, Rick said it all. Thanks for listening, guys, and keep on tuning in. Like we said, this is the boxing channel where we give you the most up to date news, the fights that are coming up, the fights that happened the previous weekend. We're keeping it coming with the content, guys. We're keeping it coming, keeping you informed. So it makes us happy knowing when you guys reach out saying, "Hey, thank you guys," because some people have reached out that they don't have a boxing channel to go to where they're hear news. We're essentially like a somewhat of a boxing news station, I guess now.
Yeah, we are.
So
Yeah.
we're giving updates, we're giving the most recent injuries, news, rumors, all of that. So stay tuned, guys. We're coming out with weekly episodes, and we give you the most up to date recent news. We bring up from everything all around the boxing world. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Juancho?
Yeah, like Ike said, thank you guys for listening to us. And, one thing I do want to say is please don't ask us to help you get your account back on Instagram
Yeah,
because we won't help you. No, just kidding.
I saw
Those are the
that.
hackers are.
That was a hacker.
yeah.
No, yeah, those
But
are
I
the
gave
hackers.
him my social security number though. I wasn't supposed to.
Uh,
No, but all joking aside, you guys, we do appreciate you guys DMing us and having the conversations with different people, and some people, coming back to watch fights and taking a break, or they were too busy this weekend, but they still managed to DM us with like, the highlights they saw, which is great. So we do appreciate that, guys.
And guys, we cannot forget to shout out and thank the man behind the cameras, Cole. Cole, I
Cole.
see you, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Cole.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Catch you guys next time.
See ya.
Peace.
Bye.